Alright, so since I'm doing shoulders, might as well go and have it all the way up the camera up there. So let's try that out. So that way you can see all that. I mean, you don't need to see the rest of my body if that's all I'm doing. Alright, got my 50 pounds ready. Look at that. Oh, so much just definition without even a pump. Oh, I'm loving it. Sorry, I shouldn't clink. Not much room on that, but I think it'll be alright. Oh my god, I feel so short. It's weird, huh? When I'm doing the shoulder presses, I don't really feel pain in my left shoulder, but when I go and like pump it up like this, it fucking hurts. It needs more rehabbing. So, yeah, if you don't see me post as often, I'm probably going to, but I shouldn't be. But if I do, then that's why. I'm already sporadic as it is. Trying to stay away from injuries. Definitely hurt on the way up. Fudgicles. Alright, 35-pound dumbbells for this set. Oh my god, I feel so light compared to the 50s. Oh. Alright, do 25 pounds next. Alright, so yeah, I just realized that I have holes in the back of this wife beater, so it's going in the rag pile. They just don't make good white t-shirts and wife beaters anymore. They just don't. The ones I used to buy would last me like 5-6 years. They would get brown before they would tear. And it would only be the armpit just because my shoulders and arms are too big. I don't think I've ever gone lighter than 25s doing shoulder presses, so I'm going to do that. Just run out. Oh, that's a mess. Oh, I did it. All right. Oh, lowered the camera a little bit. Just wanted to see if I could do these. I'm backing up even more so I can do reverse butterflies, which I got right. Unlike the last video where I said reverse curls. When I meant tricep kickbacks. Obviously, you see I needed to go to a lower weight. So I'll go to 15s. Alright, so now that I'm back to this level of physique, having like, you know, muscles like this, where they're showing all the time, where it's just like, I mean, yeah, I got a pump right now, but, I mean, yeah, okay, I got a pump right now, but I can't really show you without a pump right now. Okay, so, I've realized at my stage, the advice I can give if you are at pretty much a good month and a half of continuously taking protein constantly and having a good diet and keeping up with working out. If you're not, you know, if you're nursing a body part, going light, which then I don't put on camera because I feel silly, because I'm not like super muscular where you can't like you know, see the amount of weight I can push around. Like you see someone that's like super steroided up, it's like boom, like that guy must be doing a burnout set no matter what, even if it's his first set, because he's got like such a pump that it's like holy shit before he even starts. So yeah, which I want, not that size because it's impossible. It's literally physically impossible, but I want that kind of pump before I even work out, which I'm almost there. So if I continue this for like say another week, a week and a half, 2 weeks of working out at least 6 days a week, or you know, close to, uh, my advice is to only go in really, like I'm doing exactly what I'm telling you not to do. So do as I say, not as I do. Constantly going, keep blood and keep a pump going in your shoulders and your legs. Those are the only real two muscle groups you really need to keep blood in there. Like right now, see how I'm like doing this so easily? I know they're only 15-pound dumbbells, but still, I'm talking through it and everything. It's because I let blood leave my shoulders, so now I have to go and do something ridiculous like this, like 100 times to get some blood back in my shoulders, which is not good. It makes you feel lightheaded. It's not good for your blood pressure. You want to keep your heart rate up when you're doing legs and when you're doing shoulders. All right. Everything else is kind of fair game. I used to think triceps, but that was only when I was trying to build my triceps back up. And right now, I'm out of breath and winded, but it's okay because I got a pump. So, no matter what, it's fair game to do another set, no matter what you're doing. When it comes to shoulders and legs, all other body parts, it's good to take breaks, especially when you plateau. So I've always noticed that when you do that, and then you push yourself to fully go and pump up again a couple more times, and then fully feel like your muscles like jello. Then I feel like you get a good workout, a good routine muscle rip, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I see I talked too long through that set. Before that set, not through. Okay. I'm only gonna catch my breath a little bit for this set. Reverse butterflies. See, I got just sweat pouring off me. If you're not doing the same, you're not doing it right. I don't care how much fucking cardiovascular lungs you got. Alright, no break times. Just caught my breath for a second and took a sip of water. Also, you, like, when you get to my point, you don't want to chug water, even though you want to chug water. Because when you get to this point, you just throw it up. can't tell it was my last set of these. Oh yeah, I got over. Oh, those are almost silly now. Alright. I want to use these for... Now we're doing Hitler salutes. I mean front lateral raises and side lateral raises. Oh. That's a stupid joke. The trick is to get it above your head. I had to throw him up there to get him up on the sides. I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna do it one more time. All right. There's the first set. Shit. Woo! My shoulders are wasted. Yeah, rock the shit out of them to get it up. Oh, I think I'm done with the lateral raises. Off to shrugs. Now, from over there, I want the camera to be probably right there. Okay, so camera change. All right, y'all ready to do some traps? Do some shoulder shrugs? Y'all ready? Y'all ready for this? So I have my 50. I wish 55. Honestly, in the future, if anyone wants to get me anything, get me cement dumbbells past 50 pounds. Any size. Even if you want to go nuts and get me like a set of 100 pounds, that would be fucking awesome. Like fucking awesome. That would be like the greatest gift in the world to me right now. Like literally. Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, and by the way, never buy scratch tickets for someone. If you don't like them, buy scratch tickets. Or don't buy them anything at all. Because you're literally saying, when they don't win anything, that they could have had $10 or $5 or $1. But now they get nothing, except for that shit that probably is going to get on their clothes. And if they're wearing black, it's going to stay. So never buy lottery tickets unless you purposely or passive-aggressively trying to hurt that person. Because that whole thought process of, oh, they could win big is total bullshit. All right, so my my writer, my director, my producer, and my performer put these 50-pound dumbbells here for me. So I can just grab them without embarrassing myself, grabbing them off the rack. So I can do shrugs. That old counting bullshit. I kind of started to incorporate it because that's what I was taught in gym school. But that's bullshit. Do a shrug until as long as you can. The moment your body feels like it's about to tear its cartilage, let go. And then at that point, when you can barely do a shrug, put the dumbbells down. Very carefully, because you could pinch your back right in the center. I feel a spot. There's a bug. I swear there's a bug. Alright, so cut out this and the whole last part I said about my performer. What I really meant to say was, alright, hey, kindly, my writer, director, producer, and presenter laid these out for me, these 50-pound dumbbells, and I am going to do another set of shrugs that I haven't explained at all. Okay. Ooh. I was feeling that pinch in the back before. I moved the dumbbells forward and it went away. Definitely am done with 50s though. Alright, fireman walk. Oh, but not. It's not a fireman walk. I'd have to touch my knees to the ground each step to be a fireman walk. I ain't putting that much blood in my legs because it's stupid. Alright. I'm on light because it's all about reps, really. And I don't want to have that pinch in my back come back. And you can turn the dumbbells around so your hands are facing in. You're supposed to do these behind your back. People use a bar. You pretty much just roll your hands like up in a curl when you do those. I'm just using 15-pound dumbbells just to have a little bit more weight in my arms. I walk like, I think it was like 13, 14 miles the other day. And my traps were killing me. I had no idea my arms were that fucking heavy. So technically I could just do shrugs with just my arms, which I will for a burnout set, which I normally do. Yeah, but after that walk, which is the longest walk I've ever done in my entire life, and it's funny, you think my feet would have been hurting the most. It was my shins and my traps. I guess my body's not supposed to have arms this big and an upper body this heavy. And I fucking love it. Oh, I can't wait to do my signature Sukuna saying. It was an Arnold saying, Ani. That's where I got the saying first, but Sukuna did make it better. Normally, the first is always the best, which in the case of Arnold, normally I would say no matter what, especially because of movies and everything. Every single movie he made in the 80s was better than any action movie in the last 20 years. Actually, more like 15, but maybe 20, you know. It's 2025, so 20 years ago was 2005. Yeah. Because I think like Final Destination was like one of the first like big, and then Independence Day I think it was like 2000. Wait, no, that was not. Was that 93? I don't know. Yeah, I think it was 93. Wait. What am I thinking? Came out in 2001. That was a big huge hit. It might have been Final Destination. But yeah. Terrible action. Terrible everything. I mean, the fact that Final Destination even exists is just blasphemy. It freaked me out because I tried to take it seriously and I was a young, impressionable kid, just like a lot of the other horror movies that were coming out during that time. Alright, so I'm doing my last set. Why do my teeth look so yellow? I think it's probably the lighting. Yeah, it has to be. But yeah, I was gonna bring up the fact that, like, a lot of the movies back then, whether they were horror or anything, action movies, all those movies back when I was young, I guess you wouldn't think they were so great now. And I would go and name a few that didn't stand the test of time. But if you watched them back then, just nostalgia alone and how you felt like back then when you watched it, which is the definition of nostalgia, with all that TV magic in the movies, or movie magic, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But yeah, I'd have to go and bring up a couple films that I didn't see because they weren't appealing to me back then, and have watched since because they became cult classics because they were hits amongst others during the time period. And I wouldn't call them cult classics, that's just what they call them. But I would have to say the name of them, and they don't deserve it. But there are a lot of movies during the 80s and 90s that have stood the test of time, and a lot of futuristic type movies that actually have become real today. With dystopian futures, political violence, rioting, looting, rape and robbery, gangs, and just all around violence in the streets where no one is safe. Like, the people that are supposed to protect you are the people that you should probably be the most afraid of right now, especially because they're all politically driven. Because, believe it or not, all police are 100% political. They live politics because that is their job. Literally, their job is paid for by politicians. Not like, yeah, it's all our tax dollars, but it wouldn't have been delegated to them. So they are 100% political. And that is a nightmare today, when you know how many people are losing their minds when it comes to politics. Politics and religion are two things I'm going to stay away from on this channel. But one thing I'm not going to stay away from is the fact that sick things are happening every day because of something that has nothing to do with you or I. Other people, other people's agendas, everyone having main character syndrome. I don't know what caused it, if it was partially COVID or just, I don't know. I don't know what caused it, but people are suffering from that strongly. And another syndrome that was tried to make real by a weirdo who, you know, it was a good thing that he was trying to do, but he ended up being a total weirdo. So it's like, oh great, now we don't want that to happen because now it'll be linked to that total weirdo. It's like the whole war going on overseas. It's like most of our population, never mind. It's not most, so cut that whole part out. I'm not even going to talk about it because I don't give a. Alright, I think that's pretty much as many shrugs as I think my body can do. Can't even lift my shoulders anymore. Oh. Alright. Yeah. All I'm going to say when it comes to society today is that look out for yourself and look out for your loved ones. And if you do that, I think everyone will be okay. And stop hating on one another. Just stop. People want to be left alone. Good people do. And that's not fair for them because Good people deserve to have, you know, other people around to enjoy their attention or their presence. So you have great, wonderful people secluded, not being, a joy to others by just being in their presence, because today everything is transactional. And yeah, just spending time with others is a foreign concept today. So that's why divorce rate is probably the highest it's ever been, if not completely. I mean, are people even married anymore? Like, I don't know. I honestly don't know. I haven't paid attention to that statistic in a few years. And it's funny though, because I don't know, because every single time I have paid attention to it, another person's getting divorced or something. Every time I meet someone, they're from a divorced parents. It's like, does anyone not live from a broken home? I'm part of it. I have no superiority complex to it. I just managed to buy a house before my dad did what he did, which I'm guessing was him doing me a favor, even though he left me without a generator when we didn't have power in the entire state for, I think it was 11 days exactly, which is my favorite number. But yeah, and I almost died of pneumonia because he gave me a generator that didn't even work and would never ever run again, even after working on it. But he was like, you couldn't fix it, and then he takes it back and still can't get it running, and then goes and trucks it to the swap meet often, and then multiple times tells me that it doesn't run, not realizing that he let me die and made me feel less than because I couldn't get it running, when he couldn't even get it running, when he's super Mr. Master Mechanic in his own mind. I mean, I'm not saying my dad isn't a brilliant mechanic. He's just, he's trial and error, just like most other, realists, like other mechanics, other, like, people that are good with their hands. It's all trial and error. My dad has told me over, like, probably 100 times, like, instead of teaching me things, he would yell at me and then be like, how do you think I learned? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, well, my dad didn't teach me shit, so I had to learn everything myself. And it's like, okay, so why do you want the same thing for your kid? Kids, I don't even count the second one because that one's dead to me. Like forever dead to me. That kid is dead. You don't abandon your mother when she's dying. I don't care who you are. I don't care what she's done. You just don't. You just don't. You don't. She put you in this world. You literally wouldn't exist for that woman. Period. I wasn't so exhausted, and if I didn't have therapy before this, I'd totally be crying my eyes out right now. Which is nice, so I'm able to go and talk about these things and be a little bit more vulnerable and personal without looking like a bitch. Oh. Sorry, I just really want to rip my triceps. I mean, not triceps. Cut that part out. I really want to rip my traps. My shoulders all in general. Gotta get my neighbor's mail. Good thing I'm wrapping up. I can use Sukina's catchphrase, which I've decided to do after every shoulder routine. Oh, look at those holes in my back. I can't believe I lost another shirt today. Rest in peace to my wife beater. Alright, this is bodybuilding. Oh wait, oh shit. Oh, I just was talking about it. Come at me! Alright, it's bodybuilding by Holobic, and I will see you fellas next time. And fellettes. Damn it. Cut that part out. I hope he didn't go and like copyright that. He couldn't have, because it's just such a silly redneck thing to say. Alright. See you next time. Shit. I feel stupid. Now, I don't know if I feel good about closing off. If I want to cut all that part out. What do I do? What do I do? What do I